We attacking, better stand back and watch them run. Shotgun, come with the options. Same big blitz, nobody blocking. Pull up with that, shoot rock with that. Banging my chest and my head on the lock. Feeling like walking flock of flame. I put the opposition out the game. They block you, big win, that's a ring and a watch. Strong in when he coming to slap, trying to bend the corner of your limb. Get up, I'm fired up, don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time.
Welcome to Madden NFL 22. This is all about how you want to play. So let's start here. You can pick your experience level, game style, favorite team, and accessibility options. And hey, no pressure. You can always change them later in settings.
I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the Army, the Navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, I'm ready for more.
Accessibility settings.
Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do.
Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion set to go. Boy, no shortage of intrigue in this one. And the Bucs and the Chiefs are underway from Kansas City. They're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Another big year from arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. And while we enjoy his excellence, let's not take it for granted. He threw for over 4,700 yards, second only to Deshaun Watson, 38 touchdown passes, and led the Chiefs back to the Super Bowl while completing a career-high 66% of his passes. He did have a toe injury during the playoffs that hobbled him, and he had off-season surgery to correct that. We expect this guy to continue to be magnificent.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Nice little juke. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. CD, you get these two teams together and you get them each at full strength, and you know you're going to see some passing. We expect to see the ball in the air a lot as this game goes on.
Yeah, they were number 1 and number 2 in the NFL in passing yards last season. Kansas City 1, Tampa Bay 2, which means both defenses Hope they got their rest, because going against these offenses, throwing the ball around and spreading the field, you're going to do a lot of running trying to cover.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Quickly to Kelsey. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, Charles, there's something that the Chiefs did not do at all in Super Bowl 55, and that's find the end zone, but they're in for 6 here.
Yeah, they could only come up with 3 field goals in that game. A huge surprise to just about everybody out there. But in this one, on the board early compared to the last time they played against this team.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
They ain't ready for us.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. For these Bucs, Charles, 31-9, they were winners the last time these two teams met back in February. And what kind of chances do you give them of going back-to-back? You know, it hasn't been done since the Super Bowls in 2004 and 2005.
Well, when you analyze this team, you start with the front office. It's the same GM. The head coach and his staff essentially the same. They brought back all 22 starters from last year's Super Bowl championship team. And, oh, yeah, there's a certain Mr. Brady who won both of those titles in 2004, 2005 as the starting quarterback there. He's back as the quarterback here. I like their chances.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
When you think back, Charles, a year ago to Super Bowl 55, we were out in Tampa, and this Chiefs offense just never could get it going. Patrick Mahomes hobbled by that turf toe injury. The offensive line, they were down a few starters. It was just a team that, you know, frankly, was not at full strength.
And to their credit, they didn't use that as an excuse, and I applaud them for that, because what our eyes showed us, what we saw in that game, they didn't play their best game, but Tampa Bay, the better team throughout, right from the word go, and they really got after Kansas City in that one. Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
At the end of one, 7-0 is our score, and we're back to Kansas City after this. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, Charles, you think about these two teams, and think about how long it's been since we've had the same two teams play in the Super Bowl back-to-back years. You have to go back to the Cowboys and Bills almost 30 years ago in the 90s. That's the only time that it's happened in the Super Bowl era. So I'm curious, what kind of chances do you see of us having a Kansas City-Tampa Bay Super Bowl in L.A. come February?
Well, you just pointed out how difficult it is for one team to get back to the Super Bowl, let alone the same two teams to play against each other. So the odds are against them, but when we tell either one of these teams they can't get back there, we think they're two of the best in the league. It shouldn't surprise us if it happens, but it is going against historical precedent. But remember last year, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they won the Super Bowl in their own stadium. The only time that's happened in Super Bowl history, too.
And Hill with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this Bucs defense, do you remember, pretty stout last year, the number 6 overall unit in the NFL.
And I think that as the season wore on, and you pointed this out to me as well, you start to see some of their rookies begin to figure things out. And they played
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darrell Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. To return is Jadon Mickens. Set to begin their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. To go here in the first half. We're back to Kansas City after this. Brady now on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From midfield, here's Brady. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Bradley Pena now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Able to avoid him at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. And this is reminiscent, Charles, of what we saw back in February. The Buccaneer pass rush creating problems for Mahomes.
And you think about how often he was on the run in that game. All the yards that he used up trying to get away from people. If he could have just gone downfield, he probably would have had 200 yards rushing in that game. They did sack him 3 times, forced him into 2 interceptions. The pressure was relentless. This is a really tough unit to move the ball against.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference. as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Quarterbacks are better when they have clean pockets to throw from, but you give one to Tom Brady, he'll decimate a defense. A really nice job there by his offensive line, giving him the protection to survey the field and make a nice, accurate throw.
On 1st down, Bernard. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
Really nice job there by the interior of the Kansas City defensive line, and they're a stout unit to run against. And they do an excellent job there bottling that play up.
Now Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
When this Bucs offense is humming, this is what they're good at. Those short to intermediate passes. They get the ball out quickly in rhythm, and it's a tough offense to slow down when they're playing well.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They run the counter. Bernard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up fourth down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Brady got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 11. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. Oh, able to avoid him. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Dances by him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Oh, what a move. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was, you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. You can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.